8 DJ, but please don't try to steal that spiny level. It's first clear because I want that one. That one's mine. Go find your own first clear to take from her. Please, everybody. Anyway, alright, moving on. We'll come back to that level later. You need to pay $15 to pay off your debt. Okay. So this says MintAtolls. This was uploaded in 2024. I'm assuming this is a Team 0% level, is why he has access to this code. Alright, let's see here. It's only been played by 5 people according to the official stats for the level. People can sort of hide their playing, of course, if they want to, by doing various things. Like, for example, oops. You could, oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. You could close the game while you're playing a level to hide your deaths and stuff. You can even do that to cancel your like or your boo, I believe. Assuming you haven't exited the level or beaten it yet, you can cancel your like or your boo. I'm pretty sure it works that way. Anyways, so it says it's 69 seconds clear check time. So it can't be all that long. Let's try to figure out what kind of level we're playing here and see if we can beat it. Yo, Christian, what's up? So you say I prefer to keep my sanity, so you won't be playing the TCS levels. Understandable. Yeah, I think a lot of us value our time. And that's what I mean, like, the maker advantage thing is something that people should consider, and, like, I think most of her levels have the issue that they would all be better if they were uploaded, well, not necessarily all of them, but at least most of them would be better if they were re-uploaded as Red Coin Challenge Rooms courses. Like, it's okay to make, like, a Get Good level every once in a while, and granted, I haven't even been through her entire catalog. And again, like, maybe that's something that I could theoretically do on, like, a Thursday or something like that, for example. Like, a Thursday or Saturday where I feel like just doing whatever. I'm just gonna scout out the level for now. What I mean to say is, I like to do player levels sometimes, and she's not much of a player, if you know what I mean. Like, she doesn't really qualify as a player. It's just like, with her levels, it's more like first clear hunting is kind of what we're doing when we're playing her levels. So, yeah, it's just vibes. Anyways, what is that section? You're supposed to jump off of it? No, not necessarily. Maybe you could just go through the door. Alright. This is a very wild course in any case. We gotta figure out see if there's a way we can get into that warp block. Because we do need this coin. Let's see here. Maybe there's a key. Okay, so those guys do have a key. That means we can go in this warp block. Okay, so that's the same warp block. That's good to know. I think if you wanted to, you could take a shell through here, but then you would not be able to escape. Yeah, so it would be pointless. I'm not very good at doing a dashing long jump. I thought that would have given me a dashing long jump, but I think I jumped too early. Oops. Well, maybe I don't need that power-up anymore. Oops. Well, that's not good. Wait a minute, I could just wall jump onto the thwomp, probably. That's probably safer than trying to do a dash and long jump, I just realized. You beat the Clarkness level? That was hard? Congratulations. I'm assuming you're referring to the one that I was attempting to play. Did you use the hashtag Team Precision strategy of like changing your button mapping? Not necessarily picking my button mapping, but you don't have to admit if you're doing that or not. I'm just curious. You guys never have to answer my questions if you don't want to. I don't want you people to lie, so if you feel like you want to lie, then just don't say anything. And then we won't really know what the real answer is. Anyway, alright, so as I was saying, you should be able to wall jump. Yeah, perfect. Now this coin is basically free. What was that? I mean, besides a hidden block, what was inside of it? It all happened so quickly. It's a red POW mask. Interesting. Making sure I'm caught up on chat. Oh, okay, that was Revival Cheeto that said that. Nice. He says he didn't change any buttons. Okay. Yeah, that's another example of maker advantage, like knowing where traps are that are not barely exposed to players in general. Like, there's no way for them to know that they're there or whatever. I think, we should be able to kill this Spiny, although I don't really know if this benefits us in any way. If it has a key, then it very well might. Okay. I mean, at the very least, we can investigate and make sure there's nothing in any of these blocks. It could be like a power-up, like another red POW hat or something in one of these things. Nope. Okay. Could potentially do a little bit more investigating of that. I could have like jumped repeatedly from each brown block or whatever, make sure there's nothing in there, but I would imagine the main difficulty of this course is not specifically from like shenanigans like the red POW mask hidden block thing. I'm not saying the level doesn't have shenanigans like that, besides just that, but I'm just somewhat doubtful that the course is highly dependent on that kind of stuff, and a lot of this is just skill-based trouble plus light, troll light, I guess is what I mean to say. This feels like a troll light level. I don't mind playing troll light. If it's very heavy on the trolling, then that's when I start like stop having fun for sure. Anyway, let's see. Let's try this door. Okay, so that does indeed bring me to the exit. But I think we messed up our routing. Now sometimes with these troll levels, part of what makes them hard is remembering the routing that you took. Okay, there does not seem to be a hidden block there, so I can't even go into this clear pipe. So I think we're screwed. Okay. So was there something specific that you thought was interesting about this course or difficult, or did you literally just go to the Team 0%'s, you know, random level generator program and just like confirm that it wasn't impossible and then just give it to me or whatever? without even trying it yourself, I'm supposing. Because after all, we didn't see your name on it, but you might have also been trying to hide the fact that you were playing the level or something for some reason. Anyway, I think we want to come back to this green pipe later. An ad will be starting soon. Oh, I hadn't gone into that pipe yet. I don't know why I thought I had. But apparently, that pipe is either dangerous or impossible to pass through without dying. Not sure which. Unless there's like a propeller mask somewhere. I don't think we'd be able to live, since it's like pretty much at the bottom of the level. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about that. Anyway, yeah, that's what I figured happened. I just wanted to confirm. Okay, so alright, well, let me think here. I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world if I did this. You know, I could take that POW mask and hit these blocks. But then I would lose my ability to get up onto the cloud blocks probably, right? Okay. Wait a minute. I gotta be careful here. I want to break all the blocks. What? Okay, that was almost really bad. Whatever, we're fine. Whatevs. Okay, so there's something going on with this pipe. Makes me wonder if there's safe ground below it. There is safe ground below it. See, I shot the fireball down, aimed it to hit right here, and it bounced up. Because I saw that it bounced up, I knew that there was safe ground there. Well, I mean, it could have been like a spike block there, but even still, I would have just lost my fire suit, so that would have been fine. Presumably, at least anyways. Oh, there's a 10 coin. Right, okay, so this is the one of the last 2 coins here. I don't remember where the other coin was. If there was one. There might have been. Wait, what just happened? Oh no, I got caught by a warp block trap. Okay, so we fell down through the middle there. I was supposed to move left or right a little bit to avoid falling into the trap. There's some doors here. 6, 7. So there's a door that we can't see that goes somewhere that we want to go. We have to pick one of the 4 doors. No, that's the one that came to here. Never mind. None of these doors are helpful, actually, right? Or wait a minute. Let me... I don't know. I went through a warp block just now, but I originally came through the door. My brain is having trouble computing. No, the doors are just a waste of time. The doors are a waste of time. I don't know if they're just reset doors or whatever. It doesn't matter. They're not where you want to go. So, okay, we went through that warp block. 1, 6, 7. Okay, so one of these warp blocks takes us somewhere else. This blue pipe might be a death pipe. It's probably a death pipe. Because there was a naked pipe earlier, it was a green pipe, came to this zone, and it was death pipe. So it makes sense that this pipe might be a death pipe too. Maybe it's not a death pipe. I don't know. But whatever the case, one of these warp blocks takes us to where we're supposed to go, it seems like. Alternatively, there could be an invisible ladder down there somewhere that we could use to get up to the pipe end of that warp block. I don't know if, even if there was one there, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that we're supposed to go up there. I don't know, I have so many thoughts about that room, like actually looking at a level editor would make that like instantly solvable, but yeah. And so like if Revival Cheating wanted to be a total jerk right now, a great way to be a jerk would be to just, you know, send this level to me, and then like know what the answer is, and then just beat the level, and deny me getting the first clear as the streamer. But he's probably not going to do that. He's been a pretty nice guy generally, but anyway, let's see here. So what are we trying to do? I think it's just like curious what my thought process is when I go through some of these first clears, and he's trying to like learn like how I think about some of these levels and stuff. I just realized I don't think we're supposed to have this hat, because like how are we going to take damage? And furthermore, how are we supposed to even get up onto the cloud blocks? Actually, no, scratch that. Maybe it's okay for us to have the hat. Maybe the hat doesn't matter. Like, well, I'm gonna test this. I want to see if I can jump from there all the way. I don't think I can, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not exactly sure how far away it is. Parkour isn't exactly especially safe in this course, so I'm gonna have another attempt at this. I do notice the chat is moving a little bit. Yo, what's up, Alman? You weren't ready when I was ready to play your level, so we moved on in the list, but we postponed your code. Oh, wait a minute, what am I... no, actually, I don't want to... Hold up. Oh, yeah, so... Well, you would be able to definitely attempt a better jump, for sure, simply because you would be able to break the brown blocks, right? I still don't think you can make that jump, though. Anyway, alright, so we went in here. Actually, can't we just come back here? I think we're just supposed to come back here, actually. I don't think we're supposed to mess with that area at all, when I think about it. Let's try just going back here, because I think we can go somewhere safe at some point. Let's try this. So we could do this. I mean, we're still alive now, but the thing is, we need a 15th coin. Oh, no, here's the 15th coin. Okay, fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought the 15th coin was towards the goal, but I wasn't 100% sure. But it turns out my memory was correct. So, I realized there's nothing stopping us from going back to the yellow pipe. So I just went back. I'm not gonna stamp it with my tagline though. But that was an interesting course. And you guys can totally steal that first clear if you want. I mean, not the first clear, the world record. Because my clear check, I mean, my time was inferior to the clear check time. You saw what I did. You can just do what I did, but faster if you want. Maybe cook up some faster strats.